Hi, hello, and welcome to the weekly tarot buffet brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for the fire rising sign. If you do not know your rising sign, start with your north node. Go from there. Everything else becomes less accurate unless depending on the month or the chart. Okay, so please start with your rising sign. If you do not know your rising, then your North Node. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. It's a delight and a privilege and an honor to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the pleasure to do so. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and smash that like button. Vertex of Abundance is a galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. As always, you're free to comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, and a donation. We will be imposing the guidance from This Might Hurt Tarot. That's by Isabella Rotman, and at Ripe 11, excuse me, at Luminal 11 Publishing, we will be deliberating the findings for any pairings from the Cosmic Coven Tarot, the Minor Arcana. That's by Lillian Lazenby over at Ripe Avocado. And then any correlative or corresponding energy will come from the Daily Oracle. That is Vita Sibilla by Los Scarabeo. Any love will come through the Pop of Love Oracle, and that's by Vibe About It Tarot over at Etsy. And again, welcome if you're new, if you're returning, welcome back. It would appear that there's a calling on our life and a covering on our life. We're under some kind of sacred compact. There's this energy of being caught up or caught at the gate or maybe wrangled down, restrained for some kind of reason. I don't feel that it's us. I feel like we have some seal of protection because of the calling on our life. There was some short-sighted victories, some energy, maybe a haterade, kind of love-hate frenemy energy, tried to maybe block our path or destroy whatever thing we have going on because it was kind of big and kind of great. There's a strong calling in our life. We're going to touch the masses. So there is a hidden enemy, some kind of ulterior motive, but I feel like maybe they stuck out for a little bit. For whatever reason, their presence was made known. They may have their moon in Taurus. Their presence was made known probably because they popped off at the mouth. They started smack talking, or they got a little cruel, or maybe we witnessed them be cruel to somebody else. I'm noticing a lot of divinely blessed children. They no longer just watch how people treat us. We no longer just watch how we treat us. We also watch how they treat others, and we watch their relationship with the universe, whether it's God's source creator or the goddess or great spirit. We're clocking a couple few things because there are some reunions. Energies are trying to come back, and we're remembering why they left, how they left, what happened, and a rule of thumb, take it as it resonates, it's not for everybody. If they left under malice or deceit and contempt, meaning haterade, cursing under their breath, gossiping, smack talking, that's all under malice. Sometimes it's a low grade, we call that contempt. Sometimes it's a high grade, meaning um, intentional, malicious, malevolent, malignant behavior. That's one. Sometimes also, if we weren't sure about them and then we started to see the sky fall for them, like the karmic flames lit them in some kind of way, especially after we did a clearing or a protection or something like that. That's also another indicator to maybe leave them alone. And remember, forgive. Always forgive. Just because we forgive somebody doesn't mean we let them back in. That's for the creator. That's for the divine. There's something to keep in mind because we're looking for some type of clarity, and it's coming, or we have it, and it has to deal with the talent, the craft, an ability, a skill. Now, this is the fire rising sign, right? Or fire sign. So the 12th, the 4th, the 8th is house is where the sun is moving through. So let's talk about that for a second. When the sun is moving through the 4th, 8th, or 12th house, it talks about privacy, secrecy, discretion. There's something about our moksha trikona, our triplicity of liberation. So we're going to be learning the subtle side of things. What happens after life, or what happens behind our back, over our head, out of our control. Mainly the ancestors, mainly the deities, the ascended masters, the God source creator. Some kind of full circles going down, okay? But others, not ourselves, they're being stripped. Things might be falling down to the ground. This is the wheel of karma, meaning the wheel is turning in reverse for them and forward for us. Okay. Now, they also may be losers and we may be winners. 6 of Wands, 5 of. It just means that they need to tune into Great Spirit, that they need to ask for help from the universe, and that may change some things around for them. They may have to make some changes in their life. They might need to address their stinking thinking. They might need to understand source creator. They might need to understand what would, you know, for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. The price for a new life is sacrificing your old life. The price for a new, bigger, brighter, better self is to sacrifice, to say goodbye, to lay down, to let down your old self. The thing about a cat having dreams of becoming a lion, the first step, the first order of business is to quit chasing after rats. Said differently, if a cat wants to be a lion, it must first stop eating rats. So, everything comes at a price, and it's not always like a price. Something needs to be sacrificed. There needs to be an energy change. What falls to the floor comes to the door. We have the Two of Cups that fell face up, 6 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Pentacles. So we're definitely needing to make changes. We're in a situation where we've been asking for help from the divine, and actually we're chosen for something. It just seems like over the next 2 weeks, people, places, and things, really, energies are going to be leaving our life. Some kind of energies, entities, ideologies are going to be leaving our life, and we have to let them go in order to maintain this union with the divine that we have. It's part of the assignment here, or it's part of the script, or the marching orders, or la di da yadi yadi. Two of Cups, 6 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles here means that we need to call for help, number one. Number two, it means we need to make changes. Number three, it means that there has been some type of hardship, whether we knew it or not, because we were in a season of hardship, a season of, the word I'm hearing is fall. We were going through the fall and the winter. 7 of Wands, Death. 9 of Swords, 3 of Cups. So yeah, we're gonna be having a renewal after a period of hardship. 3 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. That also means that we ask for help and we receive it. And then this is the wheel turning backwards, the wheel of karma. 9 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. That's actually a backfire, especially with the 7 of Wands here and the Death. It's a strict backfire. And the Death and the Wheel of Fortune are knighting each other. So we're going to have a windfall after people get taken out. Let's hope that it's just taken out of our lives. But there can be some sickness. This is not appropriate but for those who are culturally oriented to like magic or indigenous practices, keep an eye out for people that spontaneously get sick. especially the kind of protracted sickness. We have the Moon, Four of Wands, High Priestess, Star card. So there's a mystery here. Lovers, Six of Swords, Five of Swords. Yeah, this is a hater. Knight of Wands. And again, the Wheel of Fortune and the World card came out again. World, King of Wands, King of Cups, Seven of Swords. We got enemies here. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. We got enemies here. We might have been volunteer distributed or targeted in a way and it didn't work. Something's reversing or backfire. It's backfiring. So we've got to consult the throne. This is atypical for this reading, but it does need to hop on. I forget what throne this is. I had a channel where I was writing and this is going to take a moment. I'll be right back. It's the throne of being. It talks about Maya, the illusion, delusion, confusion that we incarnate into, typically the matrix, the dream. That's the throne that's calling, and it's according to Parashakti here, Adi Parashakti. Okay, so we need to query either the Seven of Swords or the Star card. Okay, Seven of Swords came first. I'm just going to take it. If the Star comes out, I'll take that as well. Paradise. Oh, we got the Justice card. Paradise. Dreams of paradise. Yeah, something's going on here. We're getting a strong channel. It's the goddess. It's for priestesses. So I'll keep an eye out for that. Let's get through this because the readings have been going long. Okay, let me find that song because it's relevant. Okay, so the track that I'm hearing is by Ken and Jackie Nelson. It's Jaki, Juliet Alpha Kilo India, and Jaki. And the name of the track is Paradise. I don't know what album or whatever, but it's a popular EDM track. Um, Now, the name of the track is called Paradise, and it conveys themes of like escapism, love, and the pursuit of like the ideal state of happiness. The lyrics actually talk about this girl that created her own utopia because the lyrics even go, when she was a young girl, she dreamed of paradise. Like, when she was a young girl, she thought the world was in her reach, and when she came to discover that it wasn't, she went to sleep and dreamed of a paradise. Is basically what the lyrics are saying. And what I'm getting from this is that fire sign, this is a world where we're extra sparkly, we're extra fancy, but we've been conditioned and programmed. We've been, beat down by the colonizer controller, the colonizer being mother, daddy, teacher, preacher, the controller being the history books, science books, religious books, right? Sometimes even the textbook. So, King of Wands here, Knight of Wands here, Six of Wands here. We are chosen. We are something that can't be easily defiled, easily diluted, diminished, distorted. Doesn't matter how much you attempt to condition or programming, some aspect of our true, authentic, genuine, sincere nature is going to come spilling out, tumbling forward. So the way that these cards are working, it's talking about, here's a quote. We could have one little slice of bread and the other, whatever the other is, entity, energy, ideology, enemy, people, place, and thing, other, they will have a whole loaf of bread, even though we have a little slice, and they'll still be jealous. They'll still be threatened. So it's not often that you find somebody doing better than us trying to harm us. But when we do find somebody doing better than us trying to harm us, that means that they're a hunter, that they're on some dark assignment, that they want to take people like us out. People with the spiritual gift, people with light in their eyes, people with star seed in their soul. Okay. So that's what is going on here. Right. Let me take a sip of tea because that was a lot. Lemon ginger turmeric tea. So yeah, because we come into this world to have some kind of material blessing. And it can be that we're targeted or that we, I volunteer as tribute or that we're tribute in some way, promised to the dark for some type of demonic soul tie. Page of Pentacles. Now, Page of Pentacles just means tribute or somebody being prepared to receive material blessing or starting the journey to receive some type of practical skill. That's what the Page of Pentacles means. Because we're starting out with the Two of Cups, lovers, that means chosen, and we're going towards the Six of Wands, Six of Swords, which talks about gifts, favor, grants, blessings, support, choice, being chosen. But in between, there's this stinking thinking, the wheel's turning backwards, meaning the wheel of karma. Some cycle has to come back around after a cycle of being on the down and out to hardship. So after the dark times, the light reemerges, is what this means. And we incarnated here to go through this experience. This is what we agreed to have our souls. This is the experience that we agreed to in order for our soul to activate the way that it is. So this Page of Pentacles, either tribute or receiving a material blessing, probably both. Because we're no tribute. King of Wands means we fought off a lot and we're still standing. That's literally what the King of Wands means. It means when it comes down to it, it's either us or them. And unfortunately, we're still standing, which means we've survived every single thing we've ever gone through. Okay? And it's been a lot, and it's been for a long time, Knight of Pentacles. But not only have we fought off a lot, we still got this loving, caring, generous, and kind aspect to our nature, King of Cups. Now, there can be multiple parties here, because the Emperor's not out, but that could also be the Chariot or the Death card, which is here. So this is us. Now, somebody might be Sun in Scorpio. Could also be an Aquarius rising, but I don't think so. What I'm getting here is that somebody has their sun in the first house. They shine really bright, but they're a light in the darkness or a light during the dark times. And that has brought in some type of, vilification. It makes them a target. Because the lyrics start out, since she was a young girl. Let's look at the lyrics one more time. Since she was just a girl. Yeah, when she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, so she ran away into her sleep and dreamed of paradise. Every time she closed her eyes, she dreamed of paradise. And the bullets catch in her teeth. Life goes on. It gets so heavy, the wheels break, the butterfly, every tear, a waterfall in the night, the stormy night, she closed her eyes, oh, and dreamed of paradise. I mean, it's an EDM song, so there's not a lot of lyrics, but it's impactful. So this means, in spite of everything, we're still standing. And I was looking for the star card. It's here, it's on our side. So we have a calling on our life, okay? That's part of the hardship. It was a cycle of illumination, enlightenment, enumeration, reinvigoration. It had to be family or community. Whether intentionally or unintentionally, they did try to strip us in some kind of way of pipe dreams. There's some kind of Leo rising energy here. Also, Mercury in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius, Venus in the 11th house, Mercury in the 11th house. Even if that's not true, what that would mean, Moon in the 11th house, Moon in Aquarius, it would mean we have the 5, 6, 7 of swords. So that's the progression. What that means is that that is supposed to be our ticket to fame. It doesn't always mean like a public stage, out in public, celebrity, whatever. It actually means that this is what's going to put us on the map, or this is what's going to open up the door for us to make wide sweeping changes, not just for ourselves, but for others. This is the thing that allows us to light the flame for others, to light the torch for others. So on our end, we're being prepared to receive this type of material blessing. It goes on slow because we need to find some self leadership. As that begins to happen, we have to make a lot of changes and learn to tune into, tap into the divine. And that's what's going to keep us in this chosen status. Tapping into the divine involves understanding the calling on our life and reuniting with it. So we needed to go through and find our drive, desires, passions, motivations that we would have. This is an energy where nothing's going to work until you find the thing you were born to do. That's what that Five of Pentacles is about. And the thing we were born to do was be a champion for the masses. Perhaps it could mean a public stage, probably. Four and or 6 of Wands plus the star card, 4 or 6 of Wands plus the star card, 4 or 6 of Wands and the star card usually means some kind of public status. Also, our destiny is being restored. Our timeline is being restored here with this Wheel of Fortune. Because on the opposing side, there's the 7 and the 5 of Swords. So that's open enemies, hidden enemies. With the moon, it also means hidden agendas, ulterior motives. There definitely is eyes on us. We're under the gaze of an oppositional, adversarial enemy, energy. Death card and the moon card mean a light at the end of the tunnel. So we were living in a dark age. We were going through some type of lifetime hardship, and finally we're making it out of it. We have a pair of sevens here. 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands. We have a pair of Kings. We have a pair of Knights. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, a pair of Kings, King of Wands, King of Cups. King of Cups and the Death card can mean somebody who has their sun in Scorpio. King of Wands with the Star card could mean somebody that is a Scorpio rising. Knight of Wands with the Lovers card can talk about a Sagittarius rising. King of Cups with the Moon can talk about Sun in Pisces or a Gemini rising. We have a Gemini rising here. So there's this energy of the wheel turning backwards because someone conspired to block our path. Not only is it turning backwards on them, but something that they did is backfiring. They did magic, but not through magic spells or witchcraft. They involved themselves, they embedded themselves into our life, they infiltrated in some kind of way. And it's coming back around for them. They used our love or our loyalty to harm, to wound. They trespassed. Seven of Swords, they trespassed against us. This is a rich story here. We had some kind of duty, obligation, emperor. Six of Wands, King of Wands can might as well be the emperor because that means wanting triumph, wanting victory, wanting to be chosen, desiring victory here with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands. High Priestess, Nine of Swords. This was a person that part of the cycle that they were in involved us suffering, specifically because the High Priestess is there. There's definitely some kind of being involved in the calling on our life. They were acting oppositionally to that because we were one of those stories of prophesied. Something about our arrival, if we ever came into the knowledge of who we were and what we were about, would have deeply shifted the course of humanity. And I hate to speak that way. Let's just say the butterfly effect. Whatever our part was in the grand scheme of things was important. So we were dealing with not just a hater, but this was a frenemy, a Jezebel, a Judas, a Jonah. Jezebel, Judas, Jonas. They were a betrayer. And they wanted to solicit us to break our oath, break our vow, deny, dilute, diminish, distort, disown the calling on our life. That was their intention. Okay, so I want to check on this Five of Swords with the Star card. That is Venus and Aquarius, or the 11th house. That's also somebody hates the destiny on our life, the calling on our life. They tried to block it. It was somebody that was supposed to be of a great help. Maybe even they were some type of associate. Okay, that was a mic drop. Their job was to cull, meaning cap down anything that was growing. There might have also been something that happened where there was a short-sighted victory, but it eventually became a breakdown, and somebody that was supposed to help us, that was assigned to be a great help, but they eventuated, meaning eventually became some type of attachment. Okay, Six of Swords. It means Mercury in the 11th house or in Aquarius. But we're supposed to be a source of wisdom or great help for the collective. In my father's house, there are many mansions. Yeah, this was a jealous person. Disperato per gelosia. That's the desperate jealousy. They thought we were incompetent or naive, that it was unfair that we were favored by the divine and they weren't. That's the energy. This was a covetous energy. Okay, what's this Seven of Swords? Okay, the moon in Aquarius, moon in the 11th house. They didn't want us to create any good causes because on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses if we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation. Ace of Wands. Forgive us our trespasses. Seven of Swords. For thine is the kingdom of power and glory forever and ever. Amen. That's Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, or Fucus. I'm just getting a straight channel. I don't mean to be praying here Bible verses, but yeah, they wanted to kind of wipe some of the karmic slate clean through us, is what it was. And they had a duty to fix some karma from a previous lifetime, but they didn't do nothing. And again, we were chosen. They were jealous of the fact that we were chosen, and they wanted to make us unchosen by tricking us up out of our spot or off our throne or blocking our work in some way. That's the truth. They didn't want us to come into knowledge of who we really are so that when we grew up and matured, we could do something about our purpose here in this world. What is this Scorpio energy I'm getting? Yeah, some kind of death. Our gift is transformation for people. Yeah. And they wanted to block us from knowing that because that's our power. Our power is to help people transform their lives greater, bigger, brighter, better than what they would have been able to do on their own because we have access to supreme teaching. Oh, this is a bruising. So what's with this pair of sevens, please? Oh, wait. This page goes a little bit with the star card. Yeah, so we were supposed to come. So we are a name from a previous time on Earth where the stories are written about us, where we're greatly known. We're an ascended master. And the thing is that was a secret, but they knew our secret. And they were doing some type of divination, fortune telling on us. So they knew what we had coming towards us and they wanted to block it. What's with this Six of Wands and Lovers? Yeah, so they were trying to keep something under wrap. They could have even been a Gemini. It's the King of Spades here. We also have the Jack of Spades. So they did not want us to cultivate our bigger, brighter, and better stuff because we have favor from the divine. Things are always going to work out for us. Not the same for them. They wanted to make us believe that we didn't have the love of the divine when really they had lost it because of what they did. Five of Swords is disgrace. We were just going through a hardship. They wanted us to believe that we were unwantable, unworthy, untouchable. That's exactly what they were trying to get done. Yeah, that's the strategy that they had. Okay. Best of luck with that. I hope life works out well for you. So what's this double seven? The truth. Alert to the truth. Yeah, being wounded only brought they wanted us and they wanted us pinned down so that our path wouldn't come to us, our destiny wouldn't come in, wouldn't get triggered. That did happen though, sorry. I fell into some kind of channel. I don't know if we were telling on ourselves to the enemy, but I heard this language. Hey, I just went to XYZ place by my house and I discovered this. And I didn't know this other thing about myself. I have a love, a drive, a passion for this thing that I discovered. That's the narrative that I heard. Okay, well, we have a pair of kings. Let's keep going. There's another song, it's another club anthem. Your loving feels so good, and that's what keeps me high. I don't want to know. Your touch, it keeps me alive. This person wanted to be our source, maybe be our priestess or something where we have to go through them to get to the divine. But we have a direct hotline. We have the hotline to the divine. They may as well, but it seems like we have more favor than they do because things are turning around for them. They're going to lose their rank. They are. Five of Swords High Priestess? Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Especially with the Nine of Swords compounded and the Wheel of Fortune cements that in. It's already slated. They're going to do a couple few more bad things, and boom, you've already been given the rope. Nine of Swords. You've already been given the rope. They're just testing to see exactly how difficult your punishment is going to be. You're already under investigation. You're actually on pre-trial services. Post-trial services, if it's the Nine of Swords, it's like a person who's on spiritual court monitoring. Five of Swords, Nine of Swords, High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune. It's a wrap. You've been got. You've been got. So this double king is saying that we were feeling left out or feeling depleted because we kept giving all our love to something that wasn't returning it. And they were praying that nothing would come in for us. They were literally praying to strip us. They were praying to the divine for us to have nothing. And so that got them, yeah, that actually. This is an abuse of power, high priestess with the 5 and the 9. That's oath breaking, vow breaking, covenant breaking is what that is. High priestess. Oath breaking is the la papa, the high effect. La papessa, the high priestess, that's covenant breaking. Even worse, even worse. In heaven, the way that the divine looks at it is women are better. And I don't mean it as we would know it upon the earth, like male, female is different. Um, in the way that it works in the spiritual is that if the environment surrounding location has a feminine energy and the person, place, or thing has a masculine energy, the word for masculine energy is emanation in the spirit. And in the spirit, the word for location, that's feminine. Okay. So emanation is masculine, meaning energy projects. But if we're having a conscious-based experience, that's actually feminine in its nature. So in and of itself, it's authentic, genuine nature. So that's the thing about the high priestess. Ooh, a spiritual infraction is deep and wide-reaching. Your loving feels so good, and that's what takes me high. Feels good. I don't know what, I can't look it up either. Actually, I can, but I don't. I'm trying to think who sings that song. Nothing is, I'm not remembering any of these things. Sonique. Oh my gosh, how can I forget that? It feels so good. Sonique. Sonique. That's an old song too. Grant me just a moment. Let me plug in the device. So we looked at the double king. So we have a double six as well. Oh my gosh. Ooh, somebody's upset that they're not chosen. They look at us and they have depression. They see that the gate's about to open up, that we can make it back to heaven, and for whatever reason, they have to come back to earth. They've already done something in this lifetime where they are not going to get, it's already a mission fail for them. They're burned, which is a tradecraft definition for not being able to come in from the cold. You have to stay out in the cold without support or resources. What's this double night here? Yeah, they want some kind of give and take. They want to make a deal. And if I only could, I'd make a deal with God and get him to swap our places. Yeah, no. Honey, they are going through an ordeal and it can lessen, but they have to open up their heart, and that's not happening. They're spending so much time counting other people's blessings that they're missing the point of the lesson. Yes, come on, angel. Come on, darling. Yeah, so this gate that they want to open, this thing that they want to unseal, it's not going to happen. Let's experience this moment from you now. Just come on, angel. Come on, darling. Oh, so this has been a reading of some hatred towards the calling in our life. the fact that we're chosen and somebody has fallen from grace, which means at one time they were chosen as well, but they never found grace or salvation. For whatever reason, they perpetuated some kind of covetous. They became covetous. They here's what it really is, the bottom line. When they see other people being blessed, it upsets them because they think there's no more blessings from them for them. So that's a scarcity mentality. And that was part of our hardship. They wanted to project that scarcity mentality onto us. They wanted us to feel how they felt. They wanted us to believe what they felt. They needed us to feel constricted or to second guess. So they thought by limiting our blessings and favor and creating a hardship for us, it would have made us forsake the divine because misery loves company. They would have been able to be like, oh, yeah, you fallen from grace too. Be my friend. Doesn't the Lord suck? But the thing about God is if he loves you, he will chastise you. You know, spare the rod, spoil the child. The divine wants you to know better. Yeah, so this is some type of brother, sister. They were just like us. They're from the same place in heaven that we are. They're from the same family or soul family that we are. But for whatever reason, the burden that was put upon us as divine children, they allowed themselves to fall into damnation, while we took it to the divine and we got given education and we prayed about it and we turned that poison into medicine, that test into testimony, that mess into a message. Now we're favored. We're not just chosen, we're favored. Now we have smooth sailing, open waters. Now we get to go forward with our heart in our hand into a bigger, brighter, better place, into the promised land. And this other person is going to get left behind. And that's the part of the issue. That's what this was about. Are they falling from grace? They might be trying to prevent their fall, but this came out sideways. So they have this illusionary success. They're vainglorious here. Nine of Cups in reverse. They want to feel chosen and they need us to do that. They might want us to pray for them or something, but they didn't ask to actually. They're not falling from grace 100%, but they are kind of. Why are they jealous of our? Oh, we got a story. They've been at it for a while because we're chosen and we're moving slow. So they think that we're naive or that they think they can do better with the favor or the blessings that we've received. And they're also unhealed, unawakened. They create illusions for people. Okay. Yeah, they really don't like that we're different either. That we can be who we truly are. It threatens them. Okay, well, that's really not a problem. I don't know what I'm trying to make it our problem. That don't make no sense. Yeah, for a long time they've been two-faced because they're living in sin. That's what this is. No love came out. That's not true. We had the Six of Cups. I mean, okay, hold on. We had the lovers and the Two of Cups. So I'll do a love. Yeah, so we're having a glow up. We're having a glow up, and ooh, They are not enough and they know it. They know it. What they really want is for us to feel small, so that we'll take whatever they can give us. And that didn't happen. And part of this is that they can't rise to the occasion. I do not have time or capacity to understand. Everything is too much, too soon. I know you want more from me, but this is what I can give you at the moment. I'm unsure of what I can give and when I can give it to you, but I do want to offer you something more valuable than before. It's not enough. That's the thing. It's not enough. They're not enough. Things are growing. We've planted great seeds and we have a bountiful harvest. And they have a karma coming in. If the will's going, they're under the will of karma, which means these things are not going in their favor. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you. They're threatened by a glow up because they're not enough. Okay. That's just what that is. So just a quick dedication and merit to all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, trapped somewhere in the matrix, lost somewhere in the seas of time, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine in unconditional love and universal oneness. We love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption in this lifetime. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be whole, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Until we meet again, until we read again, namaste, Dandavat, and Ashe. Sayonara, das vidanya, Avida. Take good care, everyone. Bye-bye. Go ahead and smash that like button.